I sometimes feel, oh, I didn't say good morning. No, it's good evening. It's almost good night. So I sometimes feel that while I'm recording videos, I keep on talking about myself. And I have asked myself whether I'm a narcissist or whether I'm self obsessed or why am I putting out content talking about myself all the time? Is it a mental illness? So justifying the content that I'm putting out, I was thinking, yeah, a lot of people talk about Palestine-Israel war or the issue between Russia and Ukraine or the issue between China and America or global political, geopolitical issues and things like that. First thing is that I'm not aware of these things that much, so I can't talk about it elaborately, specifically, and I can't give my opinion on these things. And also, a lot of people are doing that, so why am I required to talk about things that I don't know? I know it's good to know about all these things. I should be reading newspaper a lot more than I do, but I just got a message. I was thinking, who is it? It's some advertisement. Yes. So, mhm, we are all obsessed about the media, news, what's going around the world, and a lot of people are talking about it. The only content that I can give out authentically is about myself. I'm this rare piece. Everybody is. They are in their own worlds, living their own lives. So, all I can talk about is me. At least I can say a few words about me, and that's not bad. It's not because I'm narcissistic or because I'm self-obsessed. Sometimes I cringe to the thought of I repeating the word I am. Sometimes I feel like I'm not a person like that, or words and sentences which are full of my thoughts and my emotions and what I think and what I felt. So this is my explanation, if explanation to myself for talking about a lot on these things. It's not bad to talk about yourself. Also, you're not asking people to watch it, or also I'm not saying anybody to be like that, or this is the way it should be. This is just me. See, sometimes I cringe to that. I'm saying me. This is just me trying to get rid of my speaking block. Yeah, I think that's validated. I think I can live with that. Okay, off. I'm 3 minutes into the video and I haven't spoken about anything yet. So someone in the office stories, someone in the office told me that marriages, it's about marriages again. So she told me she went for a wedding recently and the wedding was very extravagant and it was very beautiful in a positive sense, she was saying. And then she told me I should be doing the same and I should make it even better, and I should have music, dance, and all of it arranged for the audience gathering. And I told her, I always have hated this idea. So whenever somebody pushes it onto me, I get a bit irritated. Not irritated, but I want to tell something back to them. It's better to keep silence and do whatever you want, but sometimes I was like, I'm not even thinking about hosting a function, so definitely I won't be thinking about hosting music party or dance shows there. And think she did not like my comment. And she said, no, it shouldn't be like that because you are a single child. Yes, I'm a single child, and a lot of people stress on that. You are a single child, and it's always about the money. In Indian context, male children inherit whatever their parents have, and females are usually given dowry and sent off to another family. And since I'm a single child, obviously everybody will assume that yes, she's going to get whatever her parents have and she's going to get all of it. And what else she can do? She should spend it, she and her parents should spend lakhs of rupees in treating people. And what is all these wealth for? We're not even that rich, but people look at us and, oh, they are fine, they have money, and they have enough to spend on weddings. I don't want to spend on weddings. And if anything, my parents, if at all they are giving me something, I want them to give me something, some money. If they are giving me, I want them to spend it on my happiness. And I don't want them to give me 10 lakhs and say, this is for your happiness, we are going to celebrate your wedding. And then I'm saying, I don't want it, I'm not celebrating it, I don't feel that celebration inside me. But if you give it to me and tell me that, yes, you both go for a trip and go see the world, or save it for your travel fund, with the interest of this money you can go around places every 6 months, and you will have lifetime. Every 6 months, all throughout your life, you can go for trips and never worry about the money. Then I would be so happy. But parents spend their money on kids in ways that they don't want. At least in my case, that's it. So people always tell me, so this woman, this colleague in my office told me, yes, you're a single child, so you should definitely, your parents might have wishes for you, you should definitely do all of these things. And the same person have told me again many times. She's hinted on to this marriage. She told me, get married soon, have some kids soon. Why are these people bothering, as if the world is dying without people, population dying without the population, as if the population is narrowing down significantly? It's never the case. Now we know how large our population is, and it's still growing exponentially. Or it's not growing exponentially, but we have a huge number in our country, and we never have to worry about who is getting pregnant and who is not. Even if thousands of women stop getting pregnant for the next 5 years, I don't think it's going to have any significant impact on the population. We have employment crisis, we have educated unemployment, we have all these things. Youth is finding it very hard to survive in the job market. The pay is not good, people are migrating to other countries, and some people, even the religious groups, keep worrying about the number of children people are bearing. So the Christian community from which I am coming, it's Catholic, Syro Malabar. So they are like, our community is dying. Everybody, every woman get pregnant for 4 times, 5 times. And also, what they do in these premarital courses, we have something known as premarital courses, which the bride and groom should attend before marriage. And the whole of it, the whole class, everything, if you can take one point out of it, everything boils down to one thing, that is, keep producing children, go on producing children. And the church says that till from the 4th child or something, they'll provide financial support, and that too very few pennies. And what about the first 3 children? They're not bothered about it. They want their community to grow exponentially. That's what they want. It's not because the community is dying, they want their strength to grow. It's never a spiritual agenda, this is a political agenda. And I hate it when these religions spread these politics, and they have these agendas for people. They are not seeing people as people who have identities and who have wishes. They just impregnates, is that the word, impregnates people with ideas and false ideas, and they brainwash them with all these wrong notions. So what they say in these premarital courses, I told you already that the whole idea is about producing children, and they say that never use any contraceptive devices because it's against God is there watching you. If you use contraception, he's going to punish you, you're going to hell. And what they advise is that if you are not ready for a child at the moment, you can use natural contraceptives. Natural thing is okay. What is natural thing? Natural thing So I have read this. You all know what natural thing is. I don't want to take a class on that. Everyone knows what is the method for natural. As far as I know, there is two natural methods. One is that one I can say because it's more clean. So first method is participate in these kind of activities when it is the safe time. So for females there is this reproductive cycle, and in the cycle some phases are very safe because the woman is not fertile at those times, and the other times the woman is fertile. So if you have intercourse in that time, it's likely the woman becomes pregnant. So uh, in the in the phases where the woman is not fertile, it's natural contracts, it's like a natural contraceptive, so that the church is okay with. But if you use a artificial contraceptive, we have many artificial contraceptives, then the church says that God will punish you, or you will, it's against Lord. I don't know whether they say that you will go to hell, but it is definitely a sin to them. It's a sin. Isn't it not a sin? I always want to ask these questions. I don't know whom to ask. Whether there is no question answering sessions in these churches, you can never ask a question. They'll just teach you and you have to obey. Teach and obey. That's the principle there. No questioning back, and they're never going to alter anything. So is it not a crime? It's not. I always think that you are producing 5 6 children. If you can't take care of them, if you can't provide for them, if you can't give them proper education, emotional support, nothing of it you can provide, and still you keep producing children, how unfair it is to the children who are born to you. Is that not a sin? The sin is for them using artificial contraceptives, but not looking after children or not being able to provide for them is not a sin. Keep producing. It's like somehow they will survive, they will get something to eat. The church is not bothered about the education. The church just wants people who are blind followers. The church doesn't care even if they are eating proper, if they are nutritious, or how will they find a job, what is their education. Nothing of it matters to the church, because the church is the king, and it just wants people to follow the church blindly. So all of these things I can't agree with. When I was a child, I used to believe in these churches and their teachings and Bible, but I don't know. I'm going through a phase where I can't fully decide. I'm not an atheist yet. I truly believe in God. I don't know. I can't get rid of that yet. I don't want to also, because I like to be grounded to that belief that somebody is there. Somebody is there taking accounts of things in a very fair and impartial way. And I don't believe in religions, that's the thing, but I truly believe that there is a greater something which we don't know yet about, and there is something known as karma, and there is things like good and bad, and you would be rewarded for the good deeds that you do. Don't ask me to explain how it is. When I say these to some atheist, they will question me about ha 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 ha. I don't know how to answer them answer them logically, but it's just a belief that I have, and I like to continue going with that. So what else? About churches, there's a lot of things to say. That's all. I kept talking a lot. Maybe I'm too lazy to prepare anything to talk here. It would be good if I take a paper and write down the flow of things that I have to say. I should jump from this to that to this to that. This is like, I don't know where I started, what I said in the middle, and where am I going to end. But it's okay. It's just ranting, and it's just sharing some things. I'm really excited to come and watch this after 30 years if I'm alive. So this is me, 27 years old. I am happy, but I'm still anxious. I am an anxious person. Don't affirmate that, because it's a wrong thing to do. I am a cool person. I'm a cool person. I can do things. So I got ready for the video today, and I did some makeup too. But the light above is showing all my pimples there. But yes, I'm fine. Bye.